Hello, this is Nathaniel.
Hi, I'm Rhea.
I'm Sarahi.
And I'm Amanda, and we have the hashtag #MeToo movement.
The movement hashtag #MeToo aims to encourage women to speak out about sexual violence and harassment. This movement was founded to help young ethnic women find different ways of healing and aims to use the phrase empowerment through empathy in order to let them know that they are not alone. By allowing victims to stand up against their sexual harassers alongside others who have also been through similar experiences, it can help them heal as well as prevent future harassment. The movement hashtag #MeToo promotes the idea that speaking out is a first step to both healing the victims of sexual violence and aiding the fight to end the issue.
This is the history of the Me Too movement. Tarana Burke met a 13-year-old girl in 1997 who had been sexually abused. She wished at the time that she could have helped her, but she did not have the tools she needed. She would later state, quote, "It really bothered me, and it would sit in my spirit for a long time," end quote. In 2006, she finally created an organization to help women who had been sexually abused, called Just Be Incorporated, which is responsible for creating the Me Too movement. It was originally started to help girls of color get the help they needed and the help that she didn't have when she was abused or the girl that she had met. Tarana Burke felt that girls of color didn't get enough support from white women or feminists, and because of this, her organization started to help girls of color. On October 15th, 2017, actress Melissa Milano wrote a tweet with hashtag #MeToo. The tweet said, "If you've been sexually harassed or assaulted, write Me Too as a reply to this tweet." This is when the Me Too movement exploded, and since then it has helped women across the entire world come forward against their abusers.
As Tanya Burke created the movement for speaking out about sexual assault, she has also provided programs and resources for survivors to help them cope and speak out about their stories. One of the programs that are offered is called Jules. Jules is a program that works under the Just Be nonprofit organization that was founded by Tanya Burke, who had also started the Me Too movement. They support victims of sexual misconduct with a focus on young girls of color. This program is offered to girls of color from the ages of 12 to 18 years old and help them gain a sense of their self-worth and develop a healthy self-esteem. This program also helps women of color to emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually prepare for womanhood. Those participating within the program experience weeks' worth of interactive activities, from interacting with guest speakers, doing posters based on pop culture and social media. They also engage in multimedia activities, role-playing, applying conflict resolution, and many life situations that all serve the purpose to help them grow and develop into a confident young lady. There are 3 levels of the program: middle school, high school, and young adults. Each level serves a purpose in development of self-worth and confidence. Middle school level works on conflict resolution and life skills. High school level works on goal setting and self-development. And young adults level work on life, mapping, and leadership development. With this program, it helps girls of color be more confident in themselves, as well as being well prepared to go into womanhood. Another resource that is offered for sexual assault survivors is the National Women's Law Center. The National Women's Law Center promotes the Me Too movement by providing a sublink to their general National Women's Law website. Not only that, but they give those who are involved with the Me Too movement resources to get further help for the movement or helping each individual woman. Specifically, their website provides contact information to their legal networks for gender equity, as well as providing a link to join the Gender Equity Network. They also provide a shortcut to their website to join the Me Too movement, like I have said before. The National Women's Law Center also provides a place to tell the governor about the movement and their own personal stories involving sexual harassment. They even have more information on sexual harassment in the workplace and within schools.
3/4 of all workplace harassment goes unreported. ChicagoTribune.com says that the movement #MeToo has created a resource that supports people speaking out about sexual violence and harassment. By seeing it on social media and in the news, it has encouraged people to speak up against and actually report any harassment that might be happening in their workplace, as well as making perpetrators think twice about their behavior because they don't want to be the next #MeToo story. Companies are now also starting to have discussions with human resource managers, outside sources who are experts on employee assistance, and even prevention educators on the subject to figure out a good plan to tackle the issue with all their employees together. Sexual harassment and assault doesn't just happen in the workplace, and it doesn't just affect adults. As stated by NWLC.org, the #MeTooK12 campaign was inspired by Tarana Burke and started by partners at Stop Sexual Assault in Schools to raise awareness of how this problem affects students and how we can solve it. StopSexualAssaultsInSchools.org states that the campaign encourages victims of sexual harassment and assault by peers or school staff to share their experiences while they attend K-12 schools. It also encourages secondary victims, the victims' friends, families, and allies, to share how sexual harassment negatively impacts students. Educators are now altering what they teach in sexual education and introducing the ideas of sexual assault and harassment and how it is okay to speak out about it. They also encourage parents in the community to participate and become an agent to alter the Title IX policy within the school policies and become advocates for this.
Imminent critique is seeing an issue in one of society's systems that needs to be fixed. #MeToo is concerned with imminent critique because they see an issue with sexual harassment towards women and a problem with the victims of sexual violence keeping quiet about the incidents. They believe that they must disrupt the systems that allow these incidents to take place and that they can bring a stop to these issues by encouraging the victims to talk about their encounters with sexual violence. This is the first step to healing and stopping sexual harassment. We have discussed several ways that #MeToo helps these victims to heal and encourages them through empowerment through empathy. #MeToo sees an end to sexual violence. The first step to the end is to speak out about the problem and encourage victims to do the same. By speaking out, two things can happen. The harassers can be caught, stopping further harassment by those individuals, and the victims can seek help in the healing process, knowing that they are not alone in their pain. On MeToo's official website, they have clearly outlined what they see for the future. Along with helping the victims and catching those responsible, #MeToo envisions opening up their campaign to a larger audience. Young people, queer, trans, and disabled folks, Black women and girls, and communities of color. They also would like to establish ways to sustain long-term, systematic change. #MeToo has implemented several programs to allow their vision to come true, which will hopefully continue to create change and one day bring a stop to sexual harassment for good.